This is Siobhan, and I am here with the one and only Tashi, who is aka the Positive Vibe Enthusiast. And Tashi, this is episode 8 of season 2 coming in. I'm here in Houston with lovely weather, and fortunately wasn't in any of the point fires today, so thank goodness for that. And
what?
We've got, you didn't know?
No, I haven't been watching the news at all.
Oh, it's wild out here in these streets. Well, we've got a special treat for you guys. Today, Tashi and I are joined by one of my favorite people on this planet. This is the lovely Lily, coming straight out of Maryland. Lily, how are you doing tonight?
I am doing great. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being here. We are so excited to have you. Tashi, how are you doing over there? I know positive vibes are always strong with you. How you doing?
Man, positive vibes are always strong. I got my jasmine burning and my patchouli, The vibes are good. And it's nice, switching up today. So I'm here. I'm with it.
Jasmine and patchouli. Okay. And you're playing in the background?
No, nothing playing in the background. Just my incense and, just creating a whole vibe over here.
Okay. I respect it. I like it. I like the vibe you're creating over there. It feels very spa-like, very, very spa-like vibes happening.
All day.
Well, just to switch it up a little bit and get you out of your spa chair just a little, I had a very interesting topic come across my desk a couple days ago, and wanted to bring it all to you because I felt like this was absolutely the crowd that I wanted to talk to about this and figure out, just pick your brains on how you feel about it. But so here's the scenario for you. You're in a loving relationship, or it's long term. We'll say 5-6 years. That's a solid long-term relationship. And an exclusive relationship, sexually, romantically, not open to on any level. And you and your significant other have been having great sex, not an issue in the world. Everything's good with you. But your partner comes to you and says that they're interested in exploring sexual relations with someone of the same sex. And they would like for you to be a part of that. So it's not something that they're excluding you from. They want you to participate. So, Tashi, you're already going. So,
all I gotta say is, my man, why you gotta do this to me? Like, why?
Life is good already. This is the switch up.
Okay. So, first of all, I would just have to ask, like, where did this come from? In what capacity do you want me to participate in? Like, am I there for emotional support? Or do you want me to jiggle balls as well? Like, I have so many questions. Like, I don't know. Like, we've been in this 5 years, so I still like him. Damn, I think I just lost my man, and now I just got a best friend. I don't think I could participate.
Why not? Okay, so is it the sexual aspect that would bother you more, or is it the emotional or anything outside of the sexual aspect that would kill it?
For me, to be honest with you, it'll be the sexual aspect. And even if he would have came to me on, I would like to have another woman. Hold on, I guess, is this just a one-time thing?
That's it. We don't know.
We don't know. Yeah. And for me, I'm going to have to end the relationship because it's certain things that a man can do that I just can't. Like I can't compete with this. After this goes down, I know I'm going to be boxed out.
But I don't know. He said, you guys are in love. It's been 5 years strong. Everything else in the relationship is perfect. But this sounds like it's really kind of something. I'm not sure I think there'll be more questions that need to be asked for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah,
it sounds like I don't know that I would let it go so easily. What about you, Lil?
Well, I agree. I have additional questions. um, you know, I do think there definitely needs to be a conversation. I can't say I'd be too thrilled about it. Uh, I don't know. Like, I am strictly dickly, but I was like adding like another one to that. I don't know. And it's funny because, I did see another question that popped up where like it was 20 years instead.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I would, that'd be a little bit more different. We lived our lives and stuff. Maybe I'd be a little bit more open to the conversation. But 5 years in and I'm happy. Uh, it depends on the person. I don't know. That's such a difficult, loaded question. And like I said, I have additional questions.
Well, okay. So then we all agree there needs to be more questions answered. So what are the questions you would need to have answered? And if there were an answer that was good enough for you or acceptable, would you still stay?
Okay. If you wanted me to just be there for emotional support, like just to go down and watch, maybe, or maybe you want me to be there to record the moment, I don't know. Maybe I'm in for that. But we can never discuss this. We got to sign some NDAs.
Okay.
Did you say record?
Never talk about it again. So if it's a one and done, you're okay with it?
I think so.
I would be okay with it if it was a one and done. If he was like considering like he was now bisexual and he wanted to make this a recurring thing, I probably would have an issue. I think so.
Because I would agree. If it becomes a recurring item in your relationship, then yeah, now that changes the dynamics of you and him. I think that. So here are my thoughts on it. And Lily, you're right. When we had first initially heard about this, it was the 20 years, or you had introduced it to me, the question, and it was 20 years for a relationship. Which at that point, I'm thinking to myself, here now, I'm in my 30s. 20 years later, I'm going to be in my 50s. Yeah, I probably got a whole lot more fucking in my system than I do in my 30s. So certainly, I'm even more open to, yeah, all right, whatever, dude. Do whatever you're doing. I don't even know how much sex we're having by the time I turn 50. Who knows? And maybe this will give me a break, whatever. But I tried to put it into terms of just like, okay, let's look at it in here and now, because if it was something in our best years of you've been in a 5-year relationship, and if you're not married or married, this is the hilt of when your stuff starts to get real. Obviously marriage has probably been a consideration if that's something that you wanted. And so if this was something that your partner, who in this case for me, it would be a male. So if he came to me and said to me, hey, I want to have some sex with another man, but I want you to be involved. Like, okay, how exactly do you mean? Like, just like Tashi, is it emotional support? That's not even an answer for me. Like, no, obviously you want some banging to go around. So let's see what happens here. So am I a chicken on a rotisserie, or are you the chicken on a rotisserie?
You're right. You're right. The visuals.
I'd want to know about that, but also I'm also on the page of, is it something that maybe he's just curious? Maybe it's not that he's full on interested in a sexual relationship with men. Maybe it is just kind of a, hey, I've always kind of felt this way, or, I've been curious about it. And, I just feel comfortable enough with you because of conversations we had or the type of sex we've been having that, you know what, you're open to this. Is it okay? Because it's just like asking for a threesome. I mean, if it's a woman, it'd be the same. You must have felt some level of comfort to be able to have this conversation. So, and I really just don't feel like men have the same level of allowance where it is to be sexually fluid or curious about their sexuality in the way that women are. So I'm with enough conversation and discussing this a little bit more. I'd probably be open to it. I'd be like, yeah, all right. If it was a situation where I get to help pick the dude too, well then, sir, we might really be on something.
Hey, you're much more mature about it. Like I said, certain things I'm just not that mature about. Like, but but I get it. 20 years of marriage or whatever. Yeah, I probably would consider it more, but 5 years that's a little too soon. But again, I still need some NDAs.
Like you can't tell anybody.
No.
Did you specify if you were married at 5 years or this was just a boyfriend?
It didn't specify. It just says your partner, your significant other. That's all. There was no detail as to what the nature of your relationship is. It's just it's your significant other. You might be common law. You might be living together. You might be living separately. Maybe married. No detail on it.
You can't see my face, but my lips are pursed. Like, I don't know, marriage is a little bit different, but like a boyfriend, yeah.
Okay, so if it were a boyfriend, you'd be open to doing it?
I don't know. I can't. I don't know. Pass, Tashi.
I would be more prone for my husband over a boyfriend because I feel like my husband will have a little bit more loyal to me in keeping this a secret that we're gonna just have to our death. I'm more so concerned of this getting out.
Okay, so we've got full discretion. Nobody's discussing nothing. Everybody's tied up, zip-lipped. Nothing is coming out about nothing. Then you're down.
Okay, sure.
20 years of marriage, and we're gonna be in a beautiful setting in Ibiza. Damn it. Then maybe.
I mean, hey, we've all got our standards. I mean, if you agree to it, I'd probably lay out rules like that too.
Yeah, like it has to be like super, super high end. Like nothing. It cannot be old Paul that works down at the Piggly Wiggly that been rigging us out for 10 years. No.
Part of the rules that you would need, or that's part of the agreement terms that you would have to have laid out is you have to have a hand in choosing the man also. It must be agreed upon. You can't be with no random slob.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm for that because that was the other thing I was thinking is like, okay, if he came to me and said, you know what, I don't know where to start or I don't have an idea, it was just something I was interested in and wanted to run it by you. Okay, that's one thing. But if I say, okay, yeah, did you have somebody in mind? It's like, oh, well, yeah, my friend Paul. Then I'd be like, no, okay. You already had something up your sleeve, see, because now that changes the terms of the conversation. Because now it wasn't I was just curious about it and wanted to try. It's you and your friend have been like giving each other hand jobs for years, and you finally decided to tell me, and this is how you do it. Got it. So, yeah, if it really is an honest, hey, I just wanted to try something out with you, I'd be okay with it because I think that part of any relationship is being able to explore sexually. That's part of the bond that you two have. It's part of, being vulnerable and, just connecting. But yeah, if you come out and tell me, yeah, I already got a selection picked or here's my top 5 for you to peruse, like, nope, we're done. I'm going to shut that shit all the way down and be like, you've been fucking all 5 of these people that you got on this top 5 list, huh? Like these are the top draft picks right here. Like you already had something going on. These are the winners of your March Madness bracket. So I'm not trying to get in on that. Like I've already lost that battle. Like you can go on, like you belong to the streets. You belong to the alleys, G. Like you can They can have you.
Agreed.
So, moving on from the scandal of a potential love affair threesome triangulation there. It is getting warmer out here. Speaking of belonging to the streets, but it is getting warmer out here, and I know that everybody, I won't say everybody's inner hoe is ready to be unleashed. But what?
Nothing. Please go on.
No.
Oh, I heard Lily already getting started.
Right.
Yeah, go ahead, complete your thought. I'll jump in. Whatever.
She's been having hot girl winter. She don't need hot girl summer. She's ready. But where summer is concerned, I know everybody's working on their bodies and just preparing for this summer, especially after COVID. So, is there any style or any song? Is there any activity? What is it that you plan on going off on this summer?
I'm gonna let Lily go first.
Okay. Well, so I started the keto diet about a month ago, and I definitely was apprehensive about it, but it has been working for me pretty well. And with each pound that is melting off of me, I could just feel the modesty. Like just melting off.
Love it.
I was like, I'm checking myself out and I'm thinking I'm looking good. So I am just extra excited to see all these events and stuff going on in DC. And there are a lot of them. I'm super excited. I'm also traveling. I'm going to be traveling pretty soon. I know they are doing the vaccine and stuff here now. So I definitely plan on popping off and acting a damn fool, dating and everything. Dating has been difficult. I've been playing the dating game on hard mode, so I'm ready for it to be slightly easier now. I'm excited. I'm very excited. I'm getting drunk. I'm traveling. I'm doing all this shit.
Hey, I'm with it.
Drinking and traveling and dating. So I know you said that you're doing the dating hardcore now. So, is there any aspect of the dating that you plan on going off on this summer?
I don't know. I'm shy.
You're pulling that I'm not that kind of girl card on us today. Actually, we were talking about that earlier today because so I got a much needed mani-pedi today, and I just been feeling like I just needed something to brighten my mood up a little bit. And if anybody who's listening knows what I'm referring to when I say I needed to wear a slutty pink color, I feel like I say that to some girls and they get it. They know exactly what I'm talking about. And dudes, if I say, yeah, slutty pinks, they're like, oh, I love slutty pinks. Like, they know, or they can point out what I mean. Like, it's not just one shade of pink. It is a series of shades of pink that are usually very hot or electric colored, not like Barbie pink. They're Barbie pink if Barbie pink was, just extra nasty in strip club, like that's the kind of pink it is. And I always say if the nail polish makes you think she'll ruin your life, then it's a slutty pink. So I'm very much going to be rocking a lot of the slutty pinks this summer. And like even now, like I'm looking at my toes right now, I'm like, it makes me excited for summer. Like, let's get it. Where these streets at?
I'm definitely gonna be in the streets this summer for sure. I'm gonna go hard on the flirting. I gotta get my Mac back. Like that song's gonna be in my head every time I get dressed and get in my car.
Yeah, but
that's what I'm going.
That's a go. I was just gonna get to that. So I was like, what's the playlist? What's the the playlist that you're putting together to go off on.
Oh yeah, it's definitely Return of the Mac, and that's while I'm getting. That's like me coming out the car. You're gonna hear whoa, come on. You're gonna hear that. But while I'm driving, and definitely Megan Thee Stallion and the Baby Cash shit, I think it's called. I love that song. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, anything Megan Thee Stallion. She's my spirit animal right now. So she's my spirit animal.
I love Crybaby with her and the baby. No, that's yeah. Megan Thee Stallion. Yeah, she is a spirit animal for sure. If I was about 60 pounds more on everything, man, listen, like.
Hey, she was when I was losing weight, like she was my body goals. And then I'm like, the pony, call me Tashi the pony, but yeah, it's okay. But in my head, I'm thick like her. And who else is my spirit animal? Portia Williams too. I love them too.
Williams is so hot to me. Ever since that Underground Railroad statement, I'm just like, like,
hey, you can't have it all.
I guess, like, but I mean, she could have easily been in my, she could have been in my list of, if I'm gonna have a girl, it'll be that girl. Like, she could have been on that list, but that.
Well, can we blame it on the Henny? She drinks a lot of Henny. So maybe it was a slip of the tongue.
No, no, it wasn't. I watched like a season or two. It's rough. Quite a few things.
Man.
That's unfortunate. Because she's gorgeous. I love her. I think she's absolutely beautiful. And you know how much I love teeth. She has beautiful teeth. I absolutely love her teeth so much.
Yeah, she is.
That's a bona fide 10. Bona fide 10.
Yeah.
But no.
Yeah, can't not the brains and the beauty.
No.
Okay.
I don't have a problem admitting that I admire people only for their looks, or like, wow, you're really, really, really good looking, but boy, are you stupid, or like, you are stunning, but you are not talented. I feel like that about Jason Momoa.
I don't know anything about him. I feel like I've never really seen him talk much besides his love of his wife.
He's not the smartest. He is not the smartest. I will say this.
How did you get to that conclusion? Because I haven't really heard him talk much either, but that doesn't mean he's stupid.
Yeah,
you're right. It's not. Oh goodness. Maybe he's not stupid. I can't verify that. I can't say, he's never obtained a GED or nothing at all. But I do know.
Me and him are married, so I mean, like, I have a problem with you talking about my husband like this.
Yeah, we'll beef about that later. But this is where, and if anybody out there wants to clown me for this, feel free. But I have had a thing for Jason Momoa since I was a kid, and he has aged into everything that I like in a man as an adult. And when I was younger, I used to watch Baywatch Hawaii just for him. The show was terrible. There was no substance in it. I want to say he maybe had 5 lines in the entire time he was on the show, but you better believe every Saturday I was parked in front of the TV watching him, and he went on to more shows that I followed him and watched those too, and all of them were terrible, but I watched him. Game of Thrones, he got the role of Khal Drogo. Most of his lines were him grunting. He's best in roles where he doesn't speak. I watched Justice League and Aquaman. He had more lines, and it was a featured actor. Big mistake. The man is beautiful. We can't argue with this. I don't deny it. But he's just not talented. Beauty does not equal talent. That's all.
Okay, I'll give you the talent, but that's different from okay. So I don't know. I'm not. I don't have a conclusion on if he's smart or not. Every time I hear this man talks, he just gushes over his wife.
Yeah, and
I don't think. I think that he's absolutely obsessed with Lisa Bonet, which I love that. That's the kind of marriage that I mean. If this is the legit thing, I want the legit version of that, where you have a husband who just gushes over you, and she gushes over him also. Like they both act like they still have a crush on each other, which I love that. But yeah, it's just. I think he's smart enough to know where his strong suit is in being gratuitously beautiful, and where you can't answer a question, take your shirt off. I think he's smart enough for that.
Is that not?
I mean, it looks like a fucking fiddle. You're right. He is. You're right. I changed my mind. You got me, Tashi. The man's smarter than I ever gave him credit for. This is facts. This is facts. You got me on that. So, I gotta go back to Lily over in Maryland, though, because I want to talk more about the summer beast that you're about to unleash on everybody in the hot girl summer that you're planning to have, because you plan on traveling. So, are you about to just hot girl it up in multiple cities, and what are the cities you're planning on hitting here?
Well, might be St. Louis, Las Vegas, maybe Houston. Might have to go see my girl. I'll think about it if she behaves. What'd you say?
I said she not gonna behave. You might as well just gone out there.
You never do. I definitely want to go overseas for a little bit. There's once they open things up, or it's a little more open. I'm not sure what they're gonna do about these vaccine things, passports or whatever. But yeah, I'm gonna be doing a little bit of traveling, maybe working remotely. But yeah, Las Vegas, St. Louis, Houston, those are my top right now. And I could add more. I mean, working remotely helps a lot.
Yes,
Yeah,
doesn't
it does.
it?
I have to take advantage of this right now. Like it'd be crazy not to. So yeah.
I like it. So I gotta throw in the next topic here, because I'm like, while you're traveling and obviously you're dating, you're hot to try, you're feeling yourself now. And well, I actually it was funny because I know everybody's been talking about this Ron Isley photo that's been going around.
Oh, yeah.
And he just, ooh, it's a silver fox. And today when I was leaving the nail shop, there was an older gentleman who catcalled me. And I thought, and the thing is, like, I could declare he was a good looking old man. And that's the way I feel about Ron Isley. He's a good looking old man, not good looking older man, but a good-looking old man. Like, he's put himself together. He's keeping himself together. He looks like he probably smells nice and not like Ben Gay, but he's not dateable to me. Like, I mean, unless you're about to pay off these student loans, we really don't have nothing to discuss. And I don't want to see your old balls. So I know we see pictures like that, and it's like, ooh, he's got this gray beard, and he looks suave and slick and whatever. Does that, it's one thing to say somebody looks nice or they look attractive, and that is an attractive old man, but are you actually attracted to men who look like that or who are in that age bracket?
No.
Yeah, no. We're not really about that life. It's all fun and games until they get naked. Yeah, nah. Because have you guys ever touched like your grandma and your grandpa's arm? Your skin turns different. Like the skin doesn't feel the same. So, and imagine that over an entire body. Like you just hugging your grandma or grandpa, but like imagine naked and No.
It's dry chitlin. That's what that feels like when the skin starts to sag down, like at certain joints and stuff too. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
And I'm like, yeah.
The only way I can do it is if like maybe you were like never gonna like impotent. So like that part of our relationship just doesn't exist, and we're just taking trips, and we're traveling, we're off the country, we're yachting, we're doing all these things, and I can go with the flow.
That's the side they show you on Instagram, you know. Yeah, that's the Instagram side of things, the social media worthy side of things. That, you know, look at this gray beard and this chinchilla coat, and he got you a matching chinchilla too, boo. But then at some point he go hit that clapper and be like, "Come on, baby," and put his polydent dentures in the glass table, and then his balls probably hanging as low as that skin under his arms. Like you got to do that. And the idea of, okay, yeah, he might be impotent, but guess what? If he a real zaddy, he paying for them pills. So, right?
I forgot about the medicine.
so how badly you want to be on that yacht is the question.
No, I'll pass. I can't. I'm not interested. I thought he looked good. I was like, okay, you know, I saw him back in the day, and I'm like, oh, he just looked like an old man chasing after a younger woman. You know, was it Shantae Moore in that one video?
Oh, yeah.
I'm not going to sing it because I can't do that to y'all, but like,
this is Mr. B.
How you doing, Mr. No, yeah, that one.
You're contagious.
Too much, baby.
Yes! All right, we're going to karaoke. Let's get on a plane. We're going to karaoke. It's happening. Yes.
We going platinum.
We got all three of us can do all the parts. We ready.
Yeah.
I'm
Ron
Isley though. I'm gonna be Ron Isley.
You got to do the hand motions and everything.
Lily has the higher voice.
I'm gonna get a cane with a sword in it just for the end. Yes,
not the cane sword.
You gotta make it complete. What the hell is going on between the sheets in my home?
Baby, wait, let me explain.
What are y'all gonna just pick who's gonna be Shantae now? Girl, I'm about to have a fit.
No, it's about to be some shit.
Oh, it's about to be some shit.
How did I get into this? You never came home with this bitch.
Low down, dirty woman, back to where you come from.
Now, baby, wait.
But wait, my hands. Hit the street, your ass is grass. There we go. That's damn. We ain't go let that much out on them. I mean, they ain't ready. We just have to do karaoke live version of it, and y'all can catch all of that action on the Positive Vibe Enthusiast Instagram, where we sing. And, we're gonna go live. Hopefully for that. They don't cut this episode out because they were singing in it and say that we're not a music streaming service. So, like,
oh Lord!
I mean, you recorded things on
we've learned our lesson. We're better about it now.
Yes,
that was actually more of a musical skit that we were doing just now. So we're gonna say that they'll let it ride. Most of it is talking. That was for only a couple seconds and giggles. So they're good. Yes. But so yeah, I just thought it was funny though that like when we're traveling, because obviously I think that if you're on the road, you're hot, you're single, you're young, you're doing your thing. You should have a boyfriend or 8 on every stop along the way. So that's I'm like, okay, do you want a young one? So what's your hot boy type that you're looking for in every city?
Ooh. Is this question for me?
It's for everybody. Because you named off a lot of cities there, a lot of major cities. Because you said Houston, Las Vegas, St. Louis.
St. Louis.
Which Drop is out of St. Louis. So
I gotta see Drop. Like, oh, okay, yeah, I gotta see him when I go. If I go.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then get you a boyfriend with some grills.
No. That's
Grills are that wouldn't necessarily bother me as long as it's not permanent. Can he take them on and off?
I don't know.
It depends on how St. Louis he is. That's the thing. It's just like me. I've met dudes from Miami here, and they have straight up gold teeth. Just end of story. Or guys who come from Louisiana and they straight up just have gold teeth. I met chicks who have gold teeth down here. So
yeah, one gold tooth won't bother me. I'm with it, like a gold fan.
I'm not a fan. I don't know. It don't really do anything for me.
That's how I feel about nose
I'm okay
rings.
with a nose ring. It's that septum ring that looks like a bull underneath that I'm just like, Yeah, right.
I call it the
deal. Your rings, right this way. So I'm sorry, Lily. What were you saying on the sitch on your travels? Not in the grills, but okay. Where are we then?
I don't know, because I feel like every person that I have been talking to may not typically be what I go for, but there's something about them that's just, that captures my interest. And so I just want to kind of keep it open and not, restrict myself too much. Just go out there, have fun, talk to people, get to know people, and, show off my teeth. By the way, I listened to one episode and y'all were talking about gaps. I do not like gaps. I used to have a gap, and I had to get it closed with some Invisalign.
Well,
I wanted to get it closed.
Okay.
Yes, like
it was barely there, but that's none of my business.
She's right. I mean, I saw Michael Strahan's, and I love his gap. So I don't know. As far as these guys go, I don't know. I'm just having a new attitude now, and I'm just interested to see how dating goes at this moment. So, yep, not restricting myself, just gonna see what's gonna happen, and document my travels.
Hey, I think that's a good way to look at it. I'm always open. I think it's kind of harder for me dating because I don't drink anymore. So the first thing people want to do is let me get a drink. And it's interesting because like in February, I had all these numbers, gentlemen want to reach out, want to take me out. But when I tell them I don't drink, they've kind of fallen off the map. So it's pretty interesting that, like it's going to be a little interesting to be dating this summer because I don't drink anymore. So
I can say this is from personal experience, and it's not that it's anything with you. It's just that's a me problem if I don't want to date you because you're drinking. But the stigma that usually comes with it is one of a few things. One, you are a former addict, and that means that I can't enjoy around you without you maybe going berserk on the inside because it's not a safe situation for you to be around alcohol. In which case, if I drink, I'm probably around friends who drink, in which case that might be complicated long term. So that's a thought if someone hears that you don't drink. Number two is that you might be super religious and strict about, consuming alcohol, in which case you might judge me for consuming alcohol when I do, even no matter how infrequent that may be. And number three, it might be just, oh, well, you're a health nut or something, or it is just something connected to your health, in which case, how is this going to impact me? That's all ultimately what it comes back down to is how is you not drinking going to impact me? Because really, nobody cares that you don't drink. It's just, are you going to give me shit about drinking?
I kind of think that is the reason, though, because I've had several guys like I can hear the change in their voice. Like, because especially you meet me in a bar, so you presume I'm drinking. And it's like, oh, let's go get a drink. It's like, oh, we can go, but you know, I don't. What's your favorite drink?
So
I don't have one, sir.
Topo Chico double lime.
But it's cool though. You know what though? It's just karma, because I remember back in the day when I was dating, it was a few guys that didn't drink, and I didn't want to talk to them because I was drinking. I'm like, I'm not doing that. You know, I remember. So I get it. But I'm not gonna. I had a split second. I'm like, well, maybe I could just have a cocktail. I'm like, I'm not drinking just to date. I'm not doing that. So it's just gonna be interesting, you know, how this happens. But
I didn't think that would be an issue.
This not drinking thing it's affecting my dating though. I do know that.
That's crazy that would be an issue. I didn't think that would be.
Yeah, I really, at least for me, because I was just like you before. Like, I've come across a couple guys who didn't drink, and it was like, you don't? Ugh. You know? And one, that absolutely was the case, that it turned out he was a former addict or alcoholic and didn't feel comfortable drinking anywhere. And it became a thing of where he was like, oh, well, you Sunday Funday an awful lot. You drink an awful lot. You do this an awful lot. And it's like, whoa. Like, I drink socially. I don't even drink by myself, sir. Like, it got to be very judgy. And then he finally confided in me and said, yeah, I'm a recovering addict, and it makes it difficult for you to be around, or for me to be around you. And it's just like, okay, well, if you had led with that, then that'd be, you know, a lot easier. And, you know, I could at least be considerate to you. And I'm not a booze hound. I don't need to drink. I can drink elsewhere. I have enough friends that I can do it with, or, you know, in other situations where I can drink, that I don't need to do it around you. But where meeting my friends becomes a situation of, oh, well, they're likely going to drink, or I'm friends with a lot of people who will, or we'll go places where drinking is happening. You know, I get where that would be a strain. So I know that if a guy says that to me, he doesn't drink, I just want to know why. It's not a problem that you don't drink. Just tell me why. Because if it is health related, obviously I'm not going to say anything about it. If it's religion, okay, then we might be getting into sticky territory there. But if it's that you had an addiction, yeah, I'm definitely probably just backing out completely.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I get it. And no one has asked me why.
Yeah, I think that's generally just kind of where the head goes, is like, it's one of those, I'm getting out. You know, this is going to be a restriction on me somehow. So I'm just going to slide it back out. But the good news is you're hot though. So where one doesn't work out, there'll be another 5 coming through the conveyor belt. So
pretty much. And I do tend to be with the others that's, you know, typically other religions. So it kind of works out for me in the long run. So I'm not even
there's
about
that.
it.
I was going to say,
whatever.
Like, you want some tabbouleh with that, or some falafel? Like, okay, yeah. Yeah, and tea. I drink tea. Much, right? Oh, me too.
I drink tea all day.
Know where you can get some great shawarma? Yeah. Okay, me too. Like, what's your place? Like, yeah, you got a strong thing happening here. So we're coming up on the 3/4 mark on our show here, and I'm curious about. This is nobody panic. Did I hear somebody gasp over there?
No.
Oh, okay. I thought one of you was like, no, it's not. It's not that serious. But I know we were talking about this a couple shows ago, but I just thought it was especially funny. So over Easter weekend, Derek Jackson posted a picture of the wife like flexing in her Easter outfit and like bragging on her and how wonderful she is and all this other stuff. And I saw it and I thought, we never saw this much of her before. Like, I think for a while, like even it was rumored that Derek Jackson was married to a white woman because no one had ever actually seen his wife. That. So this is just kind of funny to me, and I just wanted to know. This is just like following up with that story because obviously it's still an ongoing thing of like watching this epically horrible story. But why even bother now? Like, what's the point? Like, what do you think is the reason behind bringing his wife out right now?
I think it's his ego. I think that he's mad that he didn't think about her at all. I really, truly believe that he drug her up and said, we're going to do this live, you know, whatever, you know, because you can tell she was just like, no woman, no self-confident woman would want to be on live with her bonnet on getting publicly humiliated. So I think that he reading the comments and everyone's clowning his wife hurt his ego. So now it's like, let me get her dolled up and repost her some more to show how like good looking of a woman she really is. I think it's all his ego. It has nothing to do with her at all. Like, I don't think he's trying to win her back. Like, I think that she's like under like that Stockholm syndrome. Actually, to be honest.
Especially following that one video she posted about her in her bonnet and basically her bonnet is her strength. It was something weird. I didn't watch the entire video, but I was like, something's not quite right here. The whole situation is just off.
Yeah, she might be getting hit.
Wow.
Sweatshirt. Let me see.
Also remember how aggressive he got in that one text message to another chick who she came out and said that, oh yeah, he used to film in front of her house or something, and he tried to show up at her job or something like that.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's
what?
I can't remember exactly what happened in the article, but yeah, he used to film outside of her house. It was like, I guess she had little pillars or something in the background, and she got pregnant. I believe she might have either miscarried or got rid of the baby, not entirely sure, but once she found out everything's going on, she tried to break it off with him, and there's text messages where he's going back and forth, and he's like, I'm just going to show up at your job, and, you know, just trying to gaslight her, essentially, to, you know, I guess to get his point across. And yeah, I'm very disgusted with how things went down with him. So.
Yeah.
Do they have children?
We were seeing pictures of him with the daughter before we saw pictures of her. Like, we knew he had a baby, and there were all these photos going around of him doing the skin to skin with the newborn on his chest and everything, and him saying how proud he was to be a father and this, that, and whatever. And at that point, we still had never seen the wife.
Oh yeah, no, that ain't right.
So yeah, it was a long ongoing thing, but yeah, that was the other part of that. I don't know, did I miss something? Because I had a feeling that somebody must have like threatened him or something, because what prompted them to even come out and tell? I was like, did somebody else say I'm pregnant and give me some money, or I'm gonna destroy your whole empire if this doesn't happen? It was like, I imagine Derek Jackson's been on tour. There's more than one of these girls out here in the world that this has been going on with. So one of them probably was like, I'll destroy your whole life. She was probably wearing slutty pink nail polish and said, I'll ruin your whole life. And he was just like, I'm willing to risk it all. And so he did. But
I think he still has supporters, though. Like, I believe there's probably women still out there supporting him and probably applauding him for being so open and honest.
You're right. There are. I don't understand it.
I'm sure.
But the thing is, it's like, you know what I realized? I think that a lot of women are just kind of conditioned to believe that that's the way it has to be. Like, number one, cheating is inevitable. Like, you're going to endure it. Doesn't matter in what capacity, but a man's going to do it to you no matter what. Number two, staying through some form of abuse from your partner is a testament of loyalty. So I feel like that's really just kind of been brainwashed into most women's heads, is that that's the way it has to be. So looking at Derek Jackson, who's been saying, you're a queen and you deserve this, and you deserve a man who's going to be consistent and show up for you and do all these things. And then it turns out he's not the man. He's the man he's been warning all of us about. That, oh, well, it's okay. It's to be expected. I mean, he's still a good guy. And that's the other thing that like irks me. The term good man. That's a good man. It's a lot of good men out here. Define good. What does that mean? He has a penis. He's able-bodied. He's breathing. He has a job. Like, what does that mean? Because that doesn't really constitute much.
For me, because I know a lot of men who are Derek Jackson. But to me, a good guy is a man that takes care of his family, that does not disrespect his wife. Because I do kind of feel like these wives be knowing what their husbands do. They may not condone it, but they know. Like, I'm old school. Like, my grandma was like always telling me, like, you have to decide what are you gonna put up with your husband. Like, what bullshit you gonna put up with. Just don't get ignorant, bring anything home or anything like that. Like, that's that that mentality. I don't agree with that, but this is what I'm just saying. I just kind of feel like a good man, if you taking care of your family, respecting your wife, being there, you had all the games with the kids, you there emotionally and all that with your home. Your home is taken care of. That constitutes a good man to me. Because I also kind of feel like low key, maybe the issue is this. Maybe monogamy is not natural. Maybe it's not natural. And maybe that's the whole issue that we're having.
Not natural for men or not natural for everybody?
Not natural for everybody. I think that people come in your life for seasons. Like, you may be with somebody for 20 years, but I'm sorry, you're not married 20 years and you've never thought about being with, I don't know, Roberto down the street.
Roberto.
Like,
Mr. Steal Your Girl himself.
Like, I think that's just absurd that you never had a thought of being with anyone else. You're never going to have that same love you are with your spouse, but you maybe have thought about, like, hey, you work with somebody, your work husband, your work wife, y'all thought about it. So I don't know. I think,
or is it just natural to just kind of always want what's on the other side? It's like the grass is always greener. Your eye is always like, hell, I can eat a lobster tail right now and be like, you know what? That patty melt that Tashi got over there looks damn good. Like, I'm eating lobster, but I can still eat. It doesn't mean that I should. Hell, I'm full over here, but should I venture? Should I bother trying to stuff myself with this extra thing that I'm not even really hungry for, but just smells good and looks good right now? I mean,
yeah. See, what gets you in trouble is when you have full-on relationships in conjunction with whoever you're with primarily. I think that's where the problem comes in at, because for men it's nothing emotional for the most part, but when it becomes emotional, that's when you're in a conundrum. So I don't know. I am not a cheater. I don't condone cheating. But I also am a person who probably will never get legally married. I'm more of a spiritual union person, because I just kind of feel like we all know that, let's just be real, 20, 30 years, I may not feel the same. And maybe we can part ways and still be best friends. I don't have to hate you. It don't have to.
It doesn't. Just cheat on him, sis. Cheat on him just in case.
I don't know what you think, Lily.
I think over time, I used to believe when I was younger that, everyone wanted like the white picket fence. You had a faithful husband and you had wanted 2 kids and stuff. And as I've gotten older and, met people and I guess become a little bit more well-rounded, I feel like my views on things have changed. And there are some things I've become more open to, and, things where I'm still not so, things that I still wouldn't do. But in this case, I forgot the question.
That's okay.
I'm going somewhere with that and somehow just took a detour somewhere looking into something, completely forgot what I was going to say. So, yeah, I knew this was going to happen.
That's okay. So we were.
You were saying monogamy is not natural for everyone. We were talking about Derek Jackson.
To say that, though.
The situation with the wife.
Oh yeah.
And the side chick and numerous side chicks allegedly out in the world, and what prompted him to come out and even say anything, because as far as we knew, nothing was going on, and we had barely even seen the wife before. So for all we know, she might have been like,
oh yes, I know what the question was. What made him
go public?
That's what it was.
And then the Tachi went off into maybe monogamy isn't natural for everybody, and I just said she should have been cheating on him in the first place, because you should have been cheating just in case. But
there's nothing that aggravates me more than you dedicating your life to someone like that and them betraying you in that way. I feel so bad for her. I don't know what prompted it. I'm guessing someone did come out and say something. You know, this girl did say she was pregnant. I imagine someone else was probably pregnant and might have confronted him and said she released everything. So he decided to get ahead of it. I'm very curious about the dynamic in his household for sure, because like I said, his wife, it just seems like there's just so much more going on there after her video that everyone has been talking about as far as monogamy and not being natural. That is a very interesting point. I feel like I've heard that before, and I can't remember what the discussion was exactly, but I'm not a cheater, but you did give me something to think about as far as like any future relationships I do have and the expectations of monogamy. Would I be open to something, an open relationship? Most likely not. But you gave me something to think about, Tashi. I'm just saying. That's all.
Well, hey, that's what we're here for. We got open minds around here. What do we think? Because, I mean, if I'm married to somebody for like 20, 30 years and he comes to me and he's like, you know what, babe, like, or we'll come to each other. Like, yeah, maybe I'm at the stage in life where like, I want to like turn down and just, I don't know, meditate on my lawn outside by the lake, and he's overdoing that or something. Like he want to be out in these streets. Go, but we can still be friends.
Just don't bring it to my house. Like, you're right.
I don't know. Yeah, and if he loves and respects you, he would never do that to you. He would never do that to you.
I still want to get married and do all that stuff. I don't know if it's gonna happen, but I'm gonna speak it into existence. I'm gonna speak it into existence. I'm gonna get married. I'm gonna be happy. Just positive affirmations. I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna be with someone who's not gonna cheat on me. And we're gonna be happy. We're gonna look at each other like Lisa Bonet and the crazy. What's his one? Jason Momoa. The crazy one. I'm sorry.
I was married.
Yes.
You know what? Thank you.
They were on the break, okay? They're on the break.
How dare you?
What about you? What do you think?
On monogamy not being natural?
Or no, or that.
I think that there's more landmines out there. I think he probably has. He probably has a set of Project Quadruplets out there in the world, and they found out about each other and were like, "We go get him." Like on some real, like they're probably on it. Like you remember that episode of Chappelle's Show when he thought he got Oprah pregnant, and at the end, like it turns out it's Dr. Phil's baby. Oh yeah, and he's with Stedman. He's like, Stedman, we gonna get this bitch. I bet them chicks straight up were like, we about to get this nigga. Like, and he was like, oh no. Well, let me get in front of this because it's gonna be a nightmare if people find out and we try to keep it hush hush. So I think it was maybe just something he was trying to head off, but even still, I still don't see the point of doing it. If this was the ride you're going to do and directing people back towards a book that you wrote, and if that book was out and maybe not a bestseller at the time, and then he turned around and did this, you know, as a publicity stunt, that's even worse, because the abuse had been going on for years now then, because he says it like Derek Jackson did it a long time ago, which I'm like, when you start talking about yourself in the third person, you're trying to remove yourself from any responsibility. He did that shit. So it's a secret. Like, he's guilty. End of story. Anybody who tries to deny it is you must be his mama or somebody, because I feel like that's the only person who's gonna be trying to defend this motherfucker. But anyway, yeah, I'm just on the page of, somebody was probably threatening him or to come out and tell the real what was going on, because if you had the girl who dropped her seats and was saying that, which Lily, you called that when you said all this time we were watching his videos and stuff, he might have been in front of the girl's house. And sure enough, this girl came out and said, you was recording in front of my house. And we're like, damn. So I'm like,
oh no.
These hoes ain't loyal. No, they ain't. So I'm just, you know, over Derek Jackson, but
what a fraud.
We're still discussing him, but I just I'm curious as to what the wife would do, because I feel like she's got the strongest hand right now, and she's just sticking around. But I'm like, I think the unfortunate thing for her is you're right, Tashi. She probably has stock going nowhere. And if she does leave, it'll have to be something drastic, like we actually see her with a busted lip, broken nose, and black eye or something in public.
Or you start hearing outcries from like her family or something, because this situation kind of reminds me of like those parents that was trying to get their kids back from R. Kelly, and they all like in these weird on the west side of Chicago, like, baby, come out, it's me, it's mama, it's mama, God. Remember me? You know, like, I mean, I'm not trying to be funny, but that's like, I wouldn't be surprised if we start seeing that. Like, we haven't seen her in 7 years. I've never met my grandbabies, and like weird-ish. So like, I wouldn't be surprised.
I haven't been following up on it at all since like it first got released. So I'm wondering what else is going on with it.
No telling. There's probably a baby or two on the way. Like,
no telling.
I wouldn't have brought it up except for the fact that he was flexing so hard for her, but the fact that he does still have supporters 100%. And it was hilarious because people were commenting under the photo like, I mean, yeah, you did her dirty, but she is pretty. Like, what?
Oh, no.
I can't.
Wow.
I'm glad she out of that bonnet, or you let her dress up today. It was hilarious, but that was the only reason why I brought it up, because I was just like, well, I guess what really caught my attention about it was dudes after they get caught cheating, or people after they get caught cheating, are so vocal about showing off their significant other after they get caught. And I'm like, you aren't doing that for any of us. Like, who are you doing that for now? But it's you. I was just gonna say, if he wasn't Derek Jackson, a social media star at this point, he'd be one of those people with a joint Facebook account right this second. Because that's exactly what people do when they get caught cheating. Whenever I see Tamanda or something online, like, y'all got a hybrid name and a Jennifer, like, who cheated on who? Because y'all, now you restricted to shared Facebook. Like, I can't live this kind of life.
And where's the gifts at? Like, I'll leave him. Just the simple fact is, I need some I'm sorry gifts. Where's my new ring upgrade? Where's my new car? I'm sorry. Like, I will put you in a doghouse so bad. Like, you would be kissing my black ass. Like,
I hadn't even thought about that. You are absolutely right. I'm sorry. You need to learn how to apologize properly. Yeah. That's the thing. Like, that's the thing. People don't know how to apologize anymore. He got on social media and did a whole plug about himself. He didn't say anything about, I apologize to you or anything. Like, that was not a I'm sorry. That was a I'm not guilty, y'all. Or, yeah, I did it, but don't hate me.
Even more.
Yeah.
No. If my husband cheated on me, I don't necessarily think I would run for a divorce, but I would expect to be married to a man that knows he's going to have to kiss my ass. Like, all those trips I wanted to go to, we're going to. You're going to sit through all these dumbass movies you don't want to watch with me. You're watching them. Like, all of that. Like, this is for at least 12 months of bullshit. Yes, and complain to your boy.
At least she's still mad at me the rest of your life. As long as you got breath in your body, this is your life. And then I'm a fucking brother because we still not even.
Oh,
I might be willing to forge some old balls and fuck your daddy because we not even. Nope.
Dang. So the mama got a for the son.
Don't know until he crossed me again, and then I'll be like, and that's why I fucked your daddy. And mic drop, boom, boom. And at that point, this is the kind of son they raise. The mama ain't going nowhere. She ain't gonna do nothing. She just gonna say, I warned y'all about that girl. I knew I couldn't trust her. Yeah. Your son been cheating on me for years, but you knew you couldn't trust me. Okay. Yeah. You had this coming, bitch. You too.
Oh my God.
Damn.
Right. You raise a sorry ass son, this is what you get. Boom.
Wow. That's that. I heard it here first.
On them less vengeful notes, I'm sorry. It's one of those things that when I say, cheated him just in case. No, I mean, I'm not a cheater either, but in a situation like this, there's just some things that people don't understand unless you really hurt them. And sometimes, like, you really have to hurt somebody else. And it's not that, like, when people would say, you got to be the bigger person, turn the other cheek. There are some situations where I'm sorry, being the bigger person is played out. It's time for you to be petty as fuck. Time for you wrap some fucking feelings up. And you catch him next video he crying in front of his parents' house. That now you know you did it right. Like, now we getting somewhere. When social media get on and start clapping back about you, like, you old bonnet wearing bitch, look, you got dad crying on TV, they destroyed this man. You don't get nobody back like that. That's what everybody was saying. You don't get people back like that. Like, yep, I sure did. Fuck his brother and his daddy. Laughed about it too. Like,
Dang. I'm not that revengeful, but I understand. Like, I get it.
I feel like that's the men like that only understand. Like, you gotta knock the wind out of them. Like, that's it. That whole when guys love to say, you embarrassed me, you made me look stupid. You made her look double time daffy in front of everybody, and across the world, across the nation. The women who have been tagging you while you out here making videos and stuff about how, a woman deserves a man who's consistent. Meanwhile, you consistently bed hopping and doing whatever. This woman's been looking daffy. The women who knew, because the one girl claimed she didn't know. But these other women, you knew he was married. You knew he had a daughter. You knew all this other stuff. So they're just like laughing and taking pride in the fact that this man who seems so righteous turned for them.
And I'm mad at him because now you're messing with the house money too.
Right.
You son of a, you know what?
I would destroy him.
You messing with our money.
I'm sorry. Yeah, ain't no mercy for Derek Jackson. He lucky he ain't married to me, but also he knows not to be married to somebody like me. Because he knows that somebody like me would do that shit to him. Like, he wouldn't get away with it. So, you got the right ones. They know you. People like that know who they can get away with this stuff with. So, I mean, it'll all hit them at some point, though. I mean, I know a lot of people don't believe in karma, but karma is a thing, and we all might not live to see it or be around to see what happens to him, but he'll get his in some form or another. But yeah, karma's sometimes not swift enough. So if I was her, you know where his daddy at, don't you?
That's what Megan Thee Stallion be saying in the mall with your daddy.
Well, I don't fully intend on stealing no daddies. Just don't get on my bad side. Everybody be good. We cool. Keep your daddies intact. We all right. But well, Tashi, we're rounding out the show. You have how
Hour.
I did. I had a great
fun?
time.
Oh, come back and join us anytime.
Oh,
we want to hear
so
what's
many
going
things.
down in Chocolate City.
So many things. I can't wait to talk about it.
Yes. And it was fun having you host. This is nice. I like answering questions.
It's hard work what you do. This is hard work what you're doing. You know, I feel like one of the co-hosts who've been taking up for Ellen, like, you know, these are big shoes to fill, you know?
Hey, I don't want Ellen scandal. She being mean to everybody.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. It turns out our fun-loving, lovable Ellen is kind of a jerk to some people. Who knew? You know?
I'm still going to yell fake news on that one.
Well, I don't know, because you know what? There are people who will say, Siobhan is the greatest, most wonderful person in the world. And then there are other people who know me and met me and who will say, she is the biggest bitch I ever met. And you know what? Both those people are correct. Because how I treat you was directly dependent on you. So if there was any interaction that we had, it's correct. You have to believe what everyone says. There's always two sides to every story. Don't get me wrong. I'm sure that, you know, maybe Ellen was having a bad day. You know, maybe she didn't get enough sleep. Maybe she needs more ashwagandha in her diet. Who knows? But whatever the situation is, I don't discount those people who said, you know, Ellen just came through here on a regular, and was taking a bite out of my ass personally because, okay, well, yeah, that was probably happening to you. But what was the reason why? Or why did she feel the need to bite out of your ass and not other people's asses? Because everybody doesn't talk like that about Ellen. So, I mean, those are true stories. Some of them are true. Some of them are deeper and harsher than others. But, I mean, Ellen's still a human being. Every person is not going to be sugar-coated and gumdrops and My Little Ponies show all day long. Everybody's got a breaking point, and everybody is not always going to be into the song and dance. So, I mean, it's all right. I don't think that you in a position like Ellen's, I think you have to be a little bit more mindful of how you talk to people, especially when they work for you. That's the other thing. When they work for you or their staff, you absolutely have to be more mindful of this. But she's still a human being, and I don't expect that she wouldn't be capable of doing the things that they said. Yeah.
And she apologized.
I mean, she's still funny as all get out. And, I mean, hell, even senior citizens love Ellen. And most...
She's still
she's
a fashion icon, so.
Loafers on point.
She is. She's my fashion icon.
Chucks on deck. Yeah.
For real.
Crew neck sweaters with button downs underneath all day long.
Oh my God.
Mrs. Rogers chic. She has. Mm-hmm.
It's somewhere between.
I rocks with Ellen.
Who is that? I was gonna say Justin Bieber when he didn't look totally homeless, and yeah, between Justin Bieber and like the standard of what they were wearing on the Growing Pains is what I would describe as Ellen DeGeneres' style.
That's a perfect depiction.
So,
yes.
Yeah, somewhere between Justin Bieber and Alan Thicke on Growing Pains. Boom, that's it. Nailed it.
Nailed it. Nailed it. Yes. You know what? And that's
Excellent.
a good way to end the show.
Well, this has been lovely. It was a wonderful time.
Yes.
Thank you guys so much for having
joining
me.
us tonight. For real, this is nice.
Absolutely. Well, on that note,
all right. And thanks
I'm
for
glad
hosting
you
tonight,
liked
Siobhan.
it. I was trying so hard to impress you.
I love
Yay!
it.
Next time I'm producing my own show. This is a spinoff. Now I'm gonna get a spinoff, y'all. We're ready.
Oh yeah. Yes.
Actually,
I'm tuning
I think it's fair enough. The spinoff is the Black Cosplay Kitchen, coming soon.
Can't wait for it. Super exciting. And this one's going to be visual, guys.
Can't wait. So,
well, you guys heard it here first. It's coming down. We're so excited about the Black Cosplay Kitchen. And yeah, you guys have a great week. Do something fun. Do something nice for somebody else. And turn up a bit this week.
Absolutely.
Good night, y'all. Have a good night.